Hey Narwhals, and welcome back to some more weight loss stories. Only a small percentage of our viewers actually subscribe. It's free and you can always change your mind later, so please tap subscribe to join the original 100k Narwhals. Sharing weight loss tips that helped me. I calculated my basal metabolic rate online, so I had some understanding of how many calories I would limit myself to every day. Installed my Pal to keep track of how much I was eating. Put my weight scale in my kitchen. Tried to start off my day with a hard-boiled egg on a slice of bread. Helped me feel full longer. Drank coffee with every meal to suppress my appetite a bit. Kept the sugar-free Jell-O around just in case I wanted a snack. It's like 0 to 10 calories depending on which ones you buy. I kept the small, individually wrapped dark chocolate bars around to curb my chocolate cravings. Always went grocery shopping when I wasn't hungry to avoid overbuying food. Stopped stockpiling food. Helped me to stop eating out of boredom. I quit takeouts. Stopped drinking my calories. Switched to water, tea, coffee. And started eating more protein. Hope some of these tips help. Please share any other tips that work for you so I can try it out. Nice tips. These are what worked well for me. Going on a 20 to 30 minute walk first thing in the morning, eating overnight oats or porridge for breakfast, 30 to 50 gram max, bulking up meals with fruit and vegetables, low calorie, high density foods 50% of the time, find a nice flavored herbal tea that requires no milk or sugar to be delicious and satisfying. Rooibos and honey is my favorite at the moment. Stop eating 3 hours before bedtime. Weigh in often. Use trends to evaluate what mistakes you made the day before or what is working well for you. Keep notes. Stop overeating processed junk food if you can't stick to one serving. Consider avoiding it and know that sugar cravings subside after 3 or 4 days. Eat when you are hungry to avoid binges. Get out of the house when you're bored or not hungry. Weigh your food for at least a week or every time you have something new. My tips: squeeze lemon and lime in water or seltzer, and over salads, fish, chicken, etc. Replace a starchy side dish with salad. Make a big soup or stew once a week and then portion them out to be lunches for the week. Experiment with new vegetables or different ways to prepare vegetables you already know. I grew up eating eggplant parmesan, but have only recently discovered how good roasted eggplant can be. When you think you want a snack, ask yourself if you're really thirsty, bored, frustrated, tired, etc. first. And keep a fully stocked fruit bowl. Cut up veggies and keep them handy in the fridge, and/or keep peanuts or almond rounds for times when you actually need a snack. Plan activities for after dinner that involve using your hands and your brain to stop nighttime snacking. For people who do intermittent fasting specifically, have your last meal of the day contain healthy fats to keep you satiated through your fast. I uninstalled Uber Eats and DoorDash from my phone. That easy accessibility was causing me to eat out every day, not to mention overeat. Now I'm forced to cook on my meals. Same. Every time I ordered Uber Eats, I would always order more than I needed and then feel compelled to finish everything even if I was full. Definitely a good choice that we uninstalled those apps. These are some awesome tips. My tips: get at least 8 hours of sleep every night. Start every morning with drinking at least 1 to 2 cups of water since your body is dehydrated. For breakfast, usually around 10 a.m., I usually have a homemade bagel. I use what's called a 2-ingredient dough, which you can find the recipe for basically anywhere. Then I just put whatever seasoning I want on the top, plus light cream cheese with a side of berries. Keeps you very full. I try to go on my treadmill for 35 minutes 5 times a week, or I'll substitute a day for weightlifting. Helps you lose weight quicker and helps tone your body. For lunch, usually around 2 p.m., I'll have lots of veggies with some hummus, maybe a few crackers, and a laughing cow cheese, and some fruit. I drink at least 3 liters of water a day. Between lunch and dinner, I try to do something that distracts me so I don't get bored and eat. I'll watch my favorite movies, start a new TV show, go on Pinterest, journal, etc. If I feel hungry between lunch and dinner, I'll have an iced coffee with a bit of a premier protein shake in it. They're very high in protein, low in calories, and you can always buy them at almost any grocery store. For dinner, usually around 6:30 p.m., I have something high in protein, lots of veggies, and lower in carbs. Not that carbs are bad at all, they're just usually high calorie. For a treat after dinner, usually around 7:30, 8 p.m., I'll have a hot chocolate with premier protein in it as well. Keeps me full and satisfied. And then for the rest of the night, I'll drink water. I also write down everything that I eat every day to hold myself accountable. I plan what to eat for my meals either the night before or before breakfast, so I don't have to figure out what to eat at the last minute. I keep my calories in a range rather than one set amount because sometimes I eat a little more or a little less. I don't look at something as cheating. If I can fit it into my calorie plan, I will, but I keep 90% of what I eat healthier than less healthy options. I do eat sometimes at night, but I drink water first and wait 15 minutes. If I'm still hungry, I will eat. Out of sight, out of mind works. Take a portion of your treat and put the rest in the freezer or in a cupboard. Then eat it in a room that is not the kitchen. If you still want more, drink some water and wait 15 minutes and then decide if it's actually worth getting up for. Usually, I find it's not. I try to keep myself busy or engaged in something so I don't get bored and want to eat. Heck, just read through all these posts for an hour. And don't sweat over the plateaus. I find I notice my clothes get looser and then I lose more pounds. And find out if you're more comfortable weighing yourself every day or less frequently. There is no right or wrong. I weigh myself Tuesday and Saturday. Don't forget to talk to your MD about how you want to lose weight or are having trouble trying to lose weight. Your doctor can refer you to nutritionists, diabetic educators, or endocrinologists, which most insurance do cover upon referral. I found them very helpful because I'd already started to lose weight before I saw the nutritionist and educator, so I was able to get some tips from them, but they didn't try to get me to stick to just one plan. For those type 2 diabetics out there like me, it did give me some sense of confirmation about how I worked some non-diabetic/non-sugar free food in. Don't forget that even cleaning the house or walking in the grocery store, pushing the large carts for half an hour also counts as exercise. If you are unable to do a long stretch of exercise, doing spurts of activity even for 10 minutes at a time several times a day adds up. I hope this helps someone. I still have 100 plus pounds to go, but the 40 pounds I've already lost hasn't been as much of a struggle as I thought it would. I found that by setting my goal to lose 10 pounds and then resetting it for another 10 pounds works best for me. Right now, my goal is to lose 4 pounds because that will put me at a lower decade, and then I will reset for another 10 pounds. I started at the end of December and have lost 20 pounds. I started the Mediterranean way of eating, focuses on whole foods, so whole grains, protein, usually plant-based with moderate lean meat and fish, and some red meat maybe 2 times a month, with fruits and veggies being the main part of every meal. It promotes a well-balanced lifestyle, and I'm never feeling hungry or like I'm not getting what I need. I watch the whole grains because carbs, but I feel great and it's very healthy. I don't buy any snacks because I'm very much someone who could just snack all day. I only drink water, green tea, and coffee. Coffee is more of a treat now because it was affecting my anxiety and sleep, but I always drank it back, so I want some. I have a cup or two. I have no processed foods at all, unless I'm indulging in a little to celebrate a milestone, though I do have a sugar-free pudding and jello on hand, just in case. Exercise is where I really struggle. I never liked sweating. I was so out of shape that I would be short of breath almost immediately. I started going on walks with my family members that I otherwise can't be around due to COVID. This probably sounds funny, but I play a lot of Beat Saber on the Oculus Rift. It seriously gets me moving, and by the end of an hour of playing, I've tricked myself into a great workout. I'm so sweaty after, but I had fun, so I don't care. I don't get short of breath until the end now. I have like 50 to 60 more pounds to lose, but so far my tips are, you can't target fat, so stop trying. Focus on toning muscles as you go. 80% diet, 20% exercise. They go hand in hand, but what you put into your body fuels you to do everything else. If I'm craving something sweet, I have no problems taking a bite out of my husband's snack. It stops the craving, and I only do this if I get to a point where I'm ready to go buy myself something. This controls the portion for me. Progress pics are helpful. Progress doesn't always show on the scale. And that brings us to the end, Narwhals. Please tap subscribe to join the original 100K Narwhals. And lastly, here's our featured Narwhal of the Day. Most days, I am too hard on myself for being stuck 15 pounds above my goal weight. However, I'm working on being proud of myself for the 135 pounds I have lost. Is starting weight 309.6 pounds, current weight 175, and goal weight 160. I am happy with how I look and feel now, but I feel like I'll be settling if I don't push forward to my goal.